Just by touching a specific point on the bottom of your foot, you can activate all 6 of the body's most vital meridians, helping your entire system heal from the root. This is not some vague or mystical theory. It is a principle long recognized in traditional Eastern medicine, and it is now being increasingly confirmed by modern science. Many older adults who have tried this have reported noticeable changes, deeper sleep, less joint and muscle pain relief from numbness and tingling in the hands and feet, and more stable walking without the need for medication. So the big question is, how can stimulating just one small point on your foot affect your entire body? Because this point is where energy and blood begin to flow. It acts as a gateway that helps open up meridian pathways that have become blocked due to aging. You might be surprised to learn that with just a few minutes each day of touching this exact spot, your body can start to feel warmer, your mind lighter, and symptoms like insomnia, back pain, or dizziness can noticeably improve. So what exactly is this point? Where is it located? And how can we stimulate it the right way? Before we dive into the most important part, take a moment to comment something positive below, like "My body is healing more and more each day," or any wish you want to manifest. And do not forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel so you will not miss out on these priceless insights into staying healthy as we age. Together, we will explore simple yet powerful ways to improve the quality of our lives. But to truly understand why this one small spot can bring about such a whole body change, we first need to take a hard look at the root causes of the most common issues that come with aging. Have you ever wondered why the body seems to go downhill so clearly as we get older? Constant aches and pains, feet that always feel cold, hands that tingle, restless nights with little sleep. Many people just accept it, thinking, well, that's what happens when you get old. But the truth is, this is not something you are just supposed to put up with. It is actually your body crying out for help. According to modern medicine, the core issue lies in poor blood circulation. When the blood can no longer deliver enough nutrients to the outermost parts of the body, especially the feet, those areas begin to feel cold, numb, tired, and eventually lose sensation. At the same time, the nerves begin to deteriorate, slowing down your reflexes. That is what makes you more likely to trip, lose balance, or feel less agile than you used to be. But that is only half the story. Traditional medicine tells us that these symptoms are not just due to poor blood flow. They are the result of blocked energy and blood movement throughout the body. Inside us is a complex system called the meridians. These are like invisible highways that carry energy and blood to every part of the body. If one of these pathways becomes blocked, it is just like a river getting clogged. The water stops flowing, the nutrients do not get delivered, and everything around it begins to dry up. And here is the key point: 6 of the body's most important meridian pathways run through the feet. These include the liver, spleen, kidney, gallbladder, stomach, and bladder meridians. When your feet feel cold, numb, or tired, it is not just a foot issue. It is a sign that your entire inner system is becoming stagnant. Are you dealing with neck and shoulder pain, trouble, sleeping, poor appetite, or blurry vision? All of that could be caused by the blocked flow that starts right in your feet. That is why, if you truly want to improve your health, you cannot just treat the symptoms by taking pills or getting temporary massages. You have to go to the root, and that root is your feet. When the feet are activated, both blood and energy can start flowing freely again. Every single cell in your body begins to receive what it needs to heal. That is when your body starts to recover naturally and sustainably. Once you understand that the feet are the starting point for the flow of energy and blood, and that they hold the key to opening up 6 major meridian pathways in the body, the next step is to find the door that unlocks this healing power. That door is known as the yongquan point. This is not just any point on the bottom of the foot. It is one of the most important acupressure points in the entire body, according to traditional medicine. It is considered the gateway through which energy from the earth and sky enters the body, much like how a tree's roots absorb water from the soil to nourish the trunk and branches. The yongquan point marks the beginning of the kidney meridian, and in traditional Eastern medicine, the kidneys are seen as the root of life itself. Everything from metabolism, blood circulation, and brain alertness, to the flexibility of your joints, and even your emotional balance is all connected to kidney function. That is why stimulating the yongquan point regularly and correctly means you are directly nourishing your body's core energy source. But that is not all. The yongquan point also gathers yin energy, a calming, cooling force that helps regulate internal heat. For older adults who often struggle with signs of internal heat such as hot flashes, insomnia, or irritability, caring for this point can help restore internal balance, ease the mind, and improve sleep. In addition, the yongquan point can connect with and activate major systems in the body, including the cardiovascular, respiratory, nervous, and musculoskeletal systems. When stimulated properly, it acts like a reset switch, helping regulate circulation, calm the nervous system, stabilize the heartbeat, support respiration, and even assist in detoxification. What is truly amazing is that by simply touching this one point for just a few minutes each day, you can activate the entire meridian system in your legs, and from there help energy and blood flow throughout the whole body. This is not a complex technique or something that requires special equipment. It is a method anyone can do right at home. So how do you locate the yongquan point and stimulate it effectively? First, you need to find the exact spot. Imagine dividing the sole of your foot vertically into 3 equal sections, from the heel to the toes. Focus on the front third, right in the center of the sole. There you will find a natural indentation that is the yongquan point. When you press on it gently, you may feel a slight tension or a mild tingling, especially if your body is tired. That is how you know you have found the right spot. Once you have located it, do not rush. The effectiveness of this method does not rely on how hard you press or how long you do it, but on the rhythm and presence between your hand, your breath, and your focus. Use your thumb, not with force, but with steady and mindful contact. As you inhale, hold your hand still. As you exhale, make small, gentle circular motions with your thumb. Continue this for about 1 to 2 minutes. If you start to feel warmth in the area or a tingling sensation that spreads outward, that means the energy has started to flow. If your hands are weak or you find it hard to hold the correct position, you can use a small tool for support. A round-ended wooden chopstick wrapped in a soft cloth or a smooth rounded stick about the size of a pen works perfectly. The surface should be smooth and non-irritating. Think of this not as a tool for pressing hard, but as an extension of your intention, something that allows you to touch the point correctly and gently. The best time to stimulate the yongquan point is early in the morning, right after you wake up when your body is still in a calm state, and again in the evening before bed, when the day's stimulation has faded, just 5 minutes each time. But if you do this consistently day after day, in about 7 to 10 days, you will start to notice real changes. You may sleep more deeply. Your mind will feel clearer. Your feet will no longer feel icy when they touch the floor. Persistent aches may start to fade, and your mental clarity will increase. To double the effect of this technique, you should add one very important step: soaking your feet in traditional herbal water. This is not just about warming your feet, it is a way to prepare your body for deep relaxation, allowing the acupressure points to open and receive healing energy more easily. Start by preparing a basin of warm water with an ideal temperature of about 100 to 108 degrees Fahrenheit, which is about 38 to 42 degrees Celsius. It should feel warm and comforting, not hot enough to cause redness or irritation. If you do not have a thermometer, you can test the water with the back of your hand. It should feel just slightly warmer than your skin. Add a handful of sea salt, not refined or bleached, but natural coarse sea salt, to help gently disinfect and soften the skin. Then add 5 to 6 slices of fresh ginger, either lightly crushed or thinly sliced. Ginger boosts blood circulation, warms the meridians, and is especially good for those who often feel cold at night. If available, you can also add a small handful of dried mugwort or a few fresh leaves. Mugwort has warming and pain-relieving properties and helps clear out damp and cold energy from the body. Once your ingredients are ready, find a quiet place to sit and gently lower your feet into the water. Take a few deep breaths in and out. Close your eyes, relax your shoulders, and let your body loosen up. Soak your feet for about 10 to 15 minutes. You will start to feel a warm sensation rising from your feet to your calves and spreading further. In that moment, visualize your energy and blood flow like gentle streams beginning at the soles of your feet and flowing into every organ and cell in your body. This is the moment when healing energy begins to awaken. After soaking dry your feet thoroughly with a soft towel, especially between the toes. At this point, the yongquan point is open. Your body temperature is stable and the capillaries are dilated. This is the ideal time to begin the acupressure. Most important of all, treat this as a ritual of self-love. It is not just a mechanical routine, it is a moment to pause from the rush of life and say to your body, I am taking care of you. I know you have been through a lot. Now I am here to listen. That deep presence combined with gentle daily pressure on this one point is what creates the real transformation. When you do this correctly and your body is ready to receive, that is when the deeper changes begin, meridians unblock, and your core systems start to heal themselves naturally. The real effect of stimulating the yongquan point daily is not just the pleasant tingling under your foot, it is the full activation of 6 major meridian pathways, each one connected to a different group of vital organs and life functions. To understand how this works, let's break it down into each pathway in a simple and relatable way. The kidney meridian. This is one of the 12 primary meridians in traditional medicine. It connects to the kidneys, not just the physical organs, but also the source of core life energy. When the kidney meridian is open, you may feel recharged, you sleep more deeply, think more clearly, and your fatigue fades, even if you have not changed your routine. Especially for older adults whose energy tends to deplete over time, caring for the kidney meridian is key to living well and living long. The liver meridian. This one is tied to liver function and the smooth flow of blood and energy. In traditional medicine, the liver does more than filter blood. It regulates emotions, supports vision, and helps keep the mind alert. When this meridian is activated, symptoms like headaches, dizziness, irritability, or mood swings may ease. You will feel more emotionally balanced, mentally clear, and your eyesight may even improve. The spleen meridian, closely linked to digestion and nutrient transport. In traditional theory, the spleen governs transformation, meaning it helps turn food into usable energy. When the energy flows well through this meridian, your hands and feet feel warmer, your stomach lighter, digestion smoother, and post-meal fatigue goes away. This is especially important for people who often feel cold, have weak digestion, or experience low blood sugar. The stomach meridian works alongside the spleen to manage the stomach. While the spleen moves nutrients, the stomach receives, digests, and absorbs them. When this pathway is functioning well, you will feel hungry at the right times. Enjoy your meals more and avoid bloating or indigestion afterward. Nutrients will be used efficiently, not stored as excess fat, but delivered to your cells. The gallbladder meridian, linked to the gallbladder itself, but also to mental clarity and the body's detox system. When the gallbladder meridian is in good shape, you feel more decisive and less confused or hesitant. Your liver and gallbladder work better removing toxins, clearing your skin, and easing internal stress. People who often feel overwhelmed, lost in thought, or suffer from blurred vision or poor appetite should pay special attention to this meridian. The bladder meridian. This is the longest meridian running down the back and supporting fluid regulation, urination, and kidney function. When it is open and flowing, you will urinate more easily, feel less bloated or heavy, and your body will feel significantly lighter. It also relieves pressure on the kidneys, which filter your blood and indirectly supports the balance of fluids throughout the body. When all 6 meridians are flowing in harmony, your body begins to reset from the inside out. Those aging-related issues we often accept as normal, like back pain, insomnia, weakness when walking, forgetfulness, or blurry vision, can gradually fade away. Not through medication, but through the body's own natural energy and circulation, once it is freed up and allowed to heal itself. Even though the benefits are clearly noticeable, stimulating the yongquan point must be done correctly and at the right time. Even a small mistake can reduce its effectiveness, or worse, create unwanted side effects. With any method involving energy flow and acupressure points, moderation is the golden rule. The human body, especially in older age, is highly sensitive to pressure, particularly in key meridian areas, like the soles of the feet. So the first thing you must remember is never press too hard. Applying too much pressure, especially when the soles are still cold or stiff, can cause bruising, lingering soreness, or even damage to the acupressure point. The yongquan point is rich in nerve endings, and tiny blood vessels pressing too deeply can disrupt rather than support the flow of energy. Always start with gentle pressure, then gradually adjust based on how it feels, and stop immediately if you feel any sharp pain, stinging, or clear discomfort. Your body will tell you when it is enough if you are tuned in and willing to listen. Next, pay attention to timing. You should not stimulate the yongquan point on an empty stomach, especially when you are feeling hungry and drained. The body at that point lacks energy, and stimulating the point could cause a drop in blood pressure, dizziness, or lightheadedness. On the flip side, do not do it right after a big meal either, since your blood is concentrated in the digestive system, and stimulation may disrupt digestion, leading to bloating or discomfort. The ideal time is about 30 to 60 minutes after eating or early in the morning, when your stomach is light and your body is just waking up. This is when your energy system is most open to adjustment. Lastly, if you have chronic low blood pressure, frequent dizziness, or cold hands and feet, you should be especially cautious. Although acupressure is natural and gentle, those with weaker circulation need to take extra care. It is best to consult a doctor or a traditional medicine specialist before doing this regularly, so they can guide you on the proper technique for your specific condition. Remember, no method works like magic unless done the right way, and no method is safe if you are not paying attention to your body. Lasting healing begins with understanding, and you are fully capable of taking control of that journey as long as you are patient and attentive. And to make sure these benefits are not just temporary, but truly long-lasting, you should pair this with a few simple yet powerful daily habits. Start with a diet that supports kidney health and boosts blood and energy flow. This does not mean you need a complicated or restrictive meal plan. Just a few basic nourishing dishes can make a big difference. For example, a bowl of black bean porridge with lotus seeds can help cool the liver, enrich the blood, and support better sleep. Dried shiitake mushrooms, when properly soaked and cooked, act as natural detoxifiers and are great for the digestive system. And mackerel, a saltwater fish, rich in omega-3 fatty acids, not only supports heart health, but also boosts kidney function, reduces inflammation, and calms the nervous system. Alongside your meals, make it a habit to drink enough warm water every day. Water is the vehicle that carries energy and blood throughout your body. Without enough of it, your blood thickens and energy becomes stagnant. But remember, warm water, not cold. Cold water causes blood vessels to constrict and may interrupt the flow you are trying to restore. A cup of warm water in the morning and a few small sips throughout the day is enough to hydrate your body, aid in detoxification, and keep your system in balance. Finally, incorporate gentle movement into your routine. This helps energy and blood flow and allows you to reconnect with yourself. Each morning, take 5 to 10 minutes to gently lift and lower your heels as if you are waking your feet after a long night of rest. Then use your hands to make circular motions around your soles from heel to toe and gently press on key acupressure areas as a way of greeting your body. These movements do not need to be complicated, but when done with full awareness, they have more power than any supplement. When you eat right, hydrate properly, and move intentionally, every benefit from acupressure no longer stays temporary. It becomes part of a continuous flow that quietly supports your healing and vitality year after year. Just a few minutes a day, no machines, no outside help. Just you present calm and caring for a point that has been with you since the day you were born, the yongquan point. From that place, you are resetting the flow of life, waking up parts of yourself that time had quietly put to sleep. If tomorrow morning you feel lighter on your feet, warmer in your toes, and sleep more deeply, that is not a miracle. That is your body responding. And when that happens, do not keep it to yourself. Share it with a loved one, an old friend, or a neighbor who is still struggling with aches they think they just have to live with. Remember, healing does not begin in the doctor's office. It starts with your own hands and the care you give your body. And your feet, the part of you that has carried your entire life, deserve your attention, your care, and your gratitude. Before we end this video, leave a positive comment below, a small promise to yourself on this path to better health. Say something like, "I am recovering one day at a time." Or whatever message you feel like sending out into the world. And do not forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel so you do not miss out on more valuable content about healthy aging, simple, practical ways to help you live healthier and happier each day. See you in the next video, where we will continue discovering the incredible secrets hidden within your own body.